Hey friends, welcome back. We are having a day here. It is Saturday. My AirPod out so I can actually hear how loud I'm talking. It is Saturday. Alice and I woke up at 9 this morning and I had a surprise for her. We went to a local bungee exercise place that does a once a month, like children can come and do it. I am frying some Italian sausage right now, making Tuscan sausage soup in the crock pot for dinner. 1:30. So yeah, we went to a bungee class and it was so much fun. It was very low impact, so I was surprised it didn't hurt my back, my hips, my knees, nothing. So we did a 40-minute workout, burned almost 600 calories. I would love to get a membership to go once we are more budget capable, let's put it that way. So obviously buying a new house took a toll on our budget, so we're having to be a little bit more cautious and careful about what we're buying right now. So just some transparency on that. I hardly ever use my stainless steel and my sausage is sticking. So Will and the kids are downstairs cleaning the basement. So I will take you down there after I get dinner going. I forgot that I was doing a crock pot meal and that this one was a little bit more involved since I have to fry the sausage. What's up? Oh, I thought I heard someone say, hey Tiff. You good?
Yeah.
Want to say hi?
Hi.
Are you cleaning the basement?
Yeah, there were, did you see that door when I opened it?
Yeah.
I managed to get all that out.
That's great. There were huge spider webs. Sorry for the blurriness. Doing this one-handed. There you go. Guess I could set you in the cabinet. People do that, right? Like, oh yes. So I don't feel like getting my tripod right now. This sausage is almost done. So we're gonna clean some of the basement. I haven't really taken you guys down there much. I think in one of the videos I kind of showed you. It's empty. It's not empty right now. We have some storage stuff down there. Holiday stuff, my wedding dress, just randomness. But Will's tools have been hanging out in multiple places around the house and he had told me he would get them taken care of. So the table that had been hanging out in the dining room that housed a lot of the tools, he took care of that and it's gone. Whoa, whoa, what's happening? So he took care of that. It was sitting right here, so if you recall, card table full of tools, so that's gone, so that opens up this space a bit more. We went to a garage sale 3 houses down from us and they had these paint easels for $5. So of course Will and Alice were like, yeah, let's get those. Also picked up some of these lights, frames for like a photo booth. Alice is having a lock-in with American Heritage Girls next weekend. I thought they could use those. And then I got just a cute little antique looking lamp. My goal was to put it on the sofa table in the hallway just to have a little light back here, but there's no plug behind there. But still, it was $1. Technically, it wasn't. The easels were $5 and then the lamp and the photo things were $1 each and she just gave it all to us for $10. So, excuse me. So we got to meet new neighbors and grab some cool items that are useful to us. But I'm gonna get all of this going for dinner. I'll check back in with you momentarily and take you down in the basement and show you what's going on there. So we've got a pound of Italian sausage cooked with onion and celery. Put that in the base of the crock pot. I've got 3/4 cup whipping cream, pepper, oregano, and crushed red pepper flakes in here. And then I gotta see what I do next. So we added that. Oh, I need to cut some potatoes and wash the mushrooms and put those in next. And to get my potatoes cut into nice little cubes, I use this veggie chopper. There's a link down below in the description box for it. I've had it for a while, got it on Amazon, really cheap, and it's great. So I've got all my, well, I need to add some more potatoes, but I just wanted to show you what I'm using to cut my potatoes. Probably should have used it for the onion too, but it's okay. Little girl getting some water. They've got, would you guys get it done? Clean the yucky door down there? Yeah.
I didn't know it was pink.
Me either. Do you want me to take the water down?
Yeah.
Got some fresh water
you can
to
just
clean.
take it out.
Alright, welcome to our basement. This is the back corner. Our master bathroom is right up in there and we can't use our shower because it leaks into the basement, but that's this corner. We do have a dehumidifier that runs 24 hours a day. We don't have a sump pump, but we do have a hole that it drains into. And It keeps us, it keeps it from flooding down here. You can see there's lots of water damage on the floor. It has leaked before. Is this wet over here?
No.
Oh, it looked wet.
It is dry like that.
Yeah.
So it looks wet.
So this is a weird random shelf that I never noticed before. Probably take, I see that. We'll probably take that down.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna try and wash the curtains when we can put them back up. Alice has the white ones off the door. I assume they're off the door. So I'll probably wash those so we don't have to buy new ones, but they're dirty and gross.
This is definitely the part of the house that shows its age the most.
Yes. Wow, 64 right now. It's very humid apparently.
Well, it's usually very dry in here between having the windows open and the door open.
Yeah.
It's letting in a lot of humidity because it's humid outside.
Here's a relic. Got a phone down here.
Yeah. Like literally the perfect setup for a horror movie. Like
Get locked in the basement.
and then all of a sudden the phone rings.
They really like to put these paper towel holders everywhere. There's one in the main bathroom, there's one down here, and there's one in the kitchen.
It's like,
Was it a work space? I want to know what they used it for.
Like a root cellar. Like I think they dried stuff down here where they have all these different nails.
Maybe.
They probably hung stuff.
And then
dry.
this shelf over here, these shelves over here, I feel like they were for holding canned goods. So, like he said, kind of like a root cellar. So as you can tell, we do have some storage down here. It's very, very big. Hi, buddy. This back corner.
Place stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, it's big. I mean, our house is over 1,600 square feet, and this is the same footprint. So lots of potential down here. But again, just lots of work down here that we don't have the money to take care of right now. This is a boiler that doesn't work, but it's here. Brand new water heater when we moved in, so that was great. Brand new piping because it was corroded and split. So we were lucky in some regards, but we're still left with.
The wiring is a nightmare. It's just a lot of work that needs.
I kind of forget sometimes that we have a basement because we don't use it because we also have radon down here. So curious to see what comments I get about that. We don't spend time down here. This is probably the longest we've been down here because we have radon. We have to get it mitigated. Hopefully it's something Will and maybe some of his buddies can do on their own versus hiring someone. We have a friend that's very excited about our basement, probably more than we are, and he's like, I did the radon mitigation at my house, all you just need blah blah blah. He seemed excited, so maybe he'll help Will. Will is learning how to be real handy.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
This stuff here is actually paper towel.
Stuck on there. We need a
we can just try and steal as much of that off as we can.
we need like a paint scraper
Yeah.
out in the garage. Listen. Where'd you put the tote that has a pink lid and had all the paint supplies on it? In it.
With the rest of the paint.
Is it?
I mean, that makes sense.
I want a paint scraper to scrape all of this.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I was right on guessing the can situation because there's some canning labels over there and step-by-step instructions for home canning.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing.
The basement is done for now. Still looks like a mess, but it's we know what happened down there. Lots
we managed to sweep up an entire garbage bag full, essentially, of just residue from water.
damage
got
type
in.
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's pretty much that and chunks of the paint of the floor.
Like sediment in the paint, because they at some point I feel like they probably sealed it, and then the water, when they had water damage, it bubbled and it's all there.
That or it's just latex paint, which I would not put past them either.
That's true. Anytime we see something around here, we say, oh, they really, and we insert their last name. Like, oh, they really Stewart. That doesn't sound right, but
I mean,
you know what I mean.
That is.
Yeah. So it's just funny because we keep finding like, oh, they really
were
rigged that.
They were a very function over form kind of family.
Yeah.
To the detriment of some of the things that they did, where it's like, yeah, that
Works.
that works. It's not how I do it, and like sometimes it's like, yeah, you know, that works. It may not look pretty, but it works. But sometimes it's like that works, but not as well as it could.
Yeah.
So
Just lots of little projects. I just stirred the soup. It smells good, but it's got to be in for a few hours because
very
there's
good.
potatoes in it, and I still have to add the spinach at the end. It's very humid out today.
very.
What?
I took my shower already and then worked. Everyone else needs showers. We have church tomorrow. Alice is going to start volunteering at church once or twice a month. So bless you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow's her first day of that. She's going to be working in like the toddler room and getting some service hours for AHG, which is nice. That's all that's going on right now. We're done cleaning. We're going to relax. It's 4:14. We're going to wait for dinner to get done.
I get to go to bed soon.
Oh, and Will has to work overnight. So anyway, yeah. Alice is doing some painting outside.
Yeah.
So dinner is done. It is about 6 o'clock. It's kind of like a zuppa toscana from Olive Garden. I used spinach instead of kale, which is what the recipe called for, but spinach was cheaper, so I just did that route. So we are going to eat it with some homemade yeast rolls that I made the other day when I went on a baking frenzy. I was going to a leader meeting for AHG, and I was bringing, hey sis, I'm recording, baby. They're playing games with their cousins up in Michigan. They're having fun, but being very loud. Alice made a pumpkin chocolate chip, what was it? Chocolate chip pumpkin bars. They were delicious. I actually want to make them again because the family didn't get to try them because they were gone after the meeting. All of the bars were gone. So they were really, really delicious. So we made that. I made a loaf of banana bread, a loaf of pumpkin banana chocolate chip bread, 2 different types of muffins, and then yeast rolls. So I was on a baking frenzy, and I loved it. I have cooked more baked more in this house, excuse me, than I ever did at the old one. I feel like it's just something about it makes me want to cozy up and bake and just be in the zone, and I've just really enjoyed it. Alice is doing some needle felting. She's going to start working on Adopt a Snowman for her Etsy shop. She did the Adopt a Ghosts and sold more than we thought that she would sell on that. I mean, it wasn't a ton, but still, that was a last minute decision, and she was whipping them out real crazy kind of mid-month, and so she's going to start ahead of time and work on Adopt a Snowman. And we were trying to think what we could do for November. I said she could do some Adopt Gnomes. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Alice has an Etsy shop. She makes a lot of it's just a place for her to showcase her crafts and get them into the hands of people who might like them. So this is her jewelry wall for right now. A lot of this is Halloween and fall themed stuff, but we also have a ton of just everyday wear. And then she has more styles in her store that are made to order. So this isn't like everything that she has or can do. And then she also has like some painting stuff. She's doing needle felting. So just a way for her to showcase and sell some of her creations. And it's been a good homeschool project for her this year. Well, we started it I think this is our 2nd month. So I kind of help manage her, but it's great for her to learn like time management skills and money skills and people skills. So it's been good, but I'll leave a link for her shop if you want to check it out. I'm sure she would love for you to do that. I know many of you have already done so and either shopped or just liked liked her shop in general or favorited it, or however that works on Etsy. I am actually going to go ahead and clean up the kitchen. Will and I just watched a movie. He's going to bed. He's going to get like 2 hours of sleep. I've just got after dinner, actually this is all clean, I'm just in the process of putting it away, but I do have to clean up dinner mess, take care of the soup, which was delicious. I've got dirty dishes over here, so just some stuff to get done. And then I'm probably going to place a grocery order for Walmart to be delivered tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday and Halloween is on Tuesday, and I realized that I'm making chili on Tuesday for Halloween and I don't have any of the chili stuff, and so I want to get it delivered tomorrow because Monday is jam-packed. First thing in the morning I have a dentist appointment, and then how's it go? I have a dentist appointment, Will has a dentist appointment while he's working, so hopefully he'll be able to just go over there and get his taken care of at 2. Alice has no orthodontist appointment at 3, so she gets her braces tightened and checked. And then I have small group at a friend's house at 6:30, but I have to leave at like 5:45 because it's a little bit of a drive. Where we moved a little bit further out of the city. We weren't in the city, we were in the suburbs, but now we're more in the country. So we're just getting further away from some things, but we absolutely love it out here. A lot of you have seen the yard, and that was one of the things that sold us on this house. A lot of things. She's a fixer-upper, but we're enjoying the journey. We've been here, I was telling Will this morning, I was like, wow, we've been here 2 months now. Like, we moved in August 26th and it's the 28th of October. So we've got a lot done in those 2 months. And Will was like, it feels like home. And it does. It feels like we've lived here much longer, and at the same time, like, it's gone by super fast. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up so I'm probably also gonna edit and get this up tomorrow. So hopefully you will be seeing this on Sunday. And then I'll record a grocery haul tomorrow. It won't be very big. We spent too much on groceries last month. I was telling Will, we use YNAB. You need a budget for our budgeting software. And we spent like $650 on groceries. And I was like, we didn't even do a Costco haul. How did that happen? But we did do a big stock up at Kroger this past weekend on stuff we didn't really need. Some of it was butter and cheese were things that we use frequently, so when I'm able to get them on their weekly digital deals, I stock up. I get you get up to 5 with the coupon. But then we also got some like treats, like drumsticks, which were normally like $8 or $9 a box, and we got them for $3.99 or $2.99.
$3.99.
So it's just kind of fun to have a sweet treat. And then we got some frozen Red Baron pizzas because those come in handy for like Monday nights when I go to group. Probably will have pizza for Will and the kids here. And then a few bags of Totino's pizza rolls. I didn't do 5 of those, we only did 2. But like, that was an $80 haul, but it went from like $160 down to $80, so we saved like 50%. And then I went to Bargain Hunt earlier this month. If you recall, there was a large Bargain Hunt haul, again, of stuff we didn't need. So that's really where we need to hold ourselves accountable moving forward. Because buying the house, I've had a lot of you comment and say it'd be really nice to, like, if you could talk about the process of buying your house in this economy. And really, it was a God thing. I mean, God was with us through the whole thing, because in my head, I don't feel like it should have worked out the way it did, but it did. And, you know, we're a single income household and interest rates are high right now. We were very fortunate that our real estate agent, which was one of my best friends, she was able to get the seller to drop the price and to do some major fixes on the house. We've talked about that before. We got a brand new water heater, brand new like main sewage pipe leading from like the main bathroom. Anyway, we had like, it was probably brand new water heater and then $5,000 worth of plumbing done before we moved in. Also, the listing price had dropped, and then she got him to come down again, and so we got quite a big chunk taken off of the price. And we didn't have, I'm trying to think, it went by in a blur, and God was with us through the whole thing, and it worked out. I don't know that I have any tips or tricks or anything for you, because this was a new process for us. We've never owned a house. So anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that, but we need to rein in some of our spending, because we do pay more here than we paid at the townhouse, at least until we're able to refinance, hopefully sooner than later down the road. But we knew that the cost of the townhouse, the rent was going up, and it wasn't going to be a whole lot cheaper than the house. So it was like, well, now is the time to do it, because we're not going to outsave like the housing market. It's just gonna, I mean, I don't want to say it's just going to get worse, because that's not what I'm saying, but like, we weren't going to be able to outsave the rise in costs. And so there's not really a perfect time, but now is the time for us, and somehow it worked out. So on that lovely note of finances, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, like I said 5 minutes ago. So drop a comment, share some love, and until next time, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.